what
welcome back.
have you gotten me into today?
307.
Oh boy.
I gotta tell you, we are reacting.
Well, okay, all right. Well, it's been fun. If you guys like this episode as much as we did,
We are reacting to I Am Racist. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit of a racist myself. I love NASCAR. I love circle track, go-kart racing,
Good Lord.
drag racing. I love all that shit. So I'm a little bit of a race connoisseur myself. So.
so what?
That's gonna get taken out of context. I know it is.
Oh yeah, it's already
over.
on.
My
It's already
YouTube
on
career
in the
done
comments. It's
before
done.
it even
You
starts.
sizzled us, bro. It's
Yeah.
done. So what do you know anything about? Like, what is this? Is this just kind of another diss thingy or
people since
response?
the day he has started? Oh, he's racist. He flies that rebel flag. You know, he racist. And he has said time and time and time and time again, I'm not. And then eventually he just quit responding to him. I'm guessing somebody's been poking a little bit here.
A little bit
and
too
he's
hard.
Like,
Someone poked him a little too hard.
enough.
Okay, all right. So he's responding to someone or something.
I would assume so.
All
He
right.
kind of been on that the last couple videos.
Okay,
We didn't
well.
react to him. We did see him. We haven't seen this one, so.
Before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. This is an 18-minute video, so we're not going to be pausing a whole lot, I don't think. You know, if something comes up, we'll talk about it. That's how it works here at the 307 Reacts. So let's get it, shall we?
Do it.
Hashtag thanks, Ronnie. He's behind this camera making all the magic happen, so let's go. I don't know where we're at. Yeah, should be about right.
Same, church, same.
Dude, that is us at the beginning of every shoot. Like, you guys would
Our
be...
Married Did You Know video. Dude, that tripod,
God.
guys, I'm not kidding. This camera will move, like, this far. And so I like, set it, and I'm like...
The elaborate system that I've designed just to get our ring light on the wall where it is now, like, you guys would be amazed. There's a mic stand attached to my wall holding up the ring light, so... Insider information for you. Hashtag send parts. Let's go.
So a couple of my longtime supporters hit me up a couple hours ago. Was like, hey, can you answer this guy's questions and kind of like react to his video? And I was like, sure, why? And they're like, because he's saying you're racist. And I was like,
Oh, boy.
so I thought to myself, I was like, I don't really have to explain myself. I've done that enough over the years. Not only that, people who are racist are not afraid to tell you they're racist.
Big
They're
facts.
that way for a reason, and they ain't scared to hide it from you. And it don't matter if they're white or black. There's white and black racist people. So let's see what he's got to say, and I'll answer his questions or comment as bluntly as I always have.
This Upchurch be jamming. I can't even lie. I was not expecting Upchurch to be this hard.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And
Thank you.
yeah, we here. Here we are. Let's do it. Hold on.
Such a hard song.
Hold up, damn it. Now, you know, this is where the problem is going to come into. Now, y'all said this dude doing hip-hop. Y'all said he's a good rapper and all this. What in the hell this man doing with a slavery flag?
Oh, my God.
I mean, if you want to call it a slavery flag, you can. This is a free country. You're allowed to. I personally call it a rebel flag, and I wear it the same reason Lil Jon, Chris Brown, Vic Mensa, Yellow Wolf, Kanye West, Ludacris. I wear it the same reason they do. Symbolism of rebellion.
And
Come
Southern
on,
pride.
man. For real, are y'all serious? Do y'all know what that flag stands for?
I know what it stands for and symbolizes for me. I have it tattooed on me big as shit.
Do y'all know what that flag, this man, does it say keep it alive?
No, it doesn't say that. It says keep it flying.
What the hell? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm sorry, I can't bob my head to this shit. I'm sorry. He got a slavery flag in his hand.
I mean, that's fine if you want it to mean that for you, but it doesn't mean it has to mean that for me.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. Is this what y'all promoting? This is what y'all are promoting.
Rebellion against the system? Yes.
Hell
Slavery? No.
Thing I got was got by me. I ain't have no handout. I was grabbing the bag.
Won't be able to resist.
Everybody sitting, pointing, laughing. I was running, chasing shit.
Man, I'm kind of disappointed, guys. Man, I really like Upchurch, man.
Well, I mean, if we had actual conversation and you were a level-headed guy as well, I'm sure we'd get along. But if you're one of those people who's like, hey, here's my assumption of you. I don't like this.
Why, like, the political thing, why, like, you see a flag and you immediately just have to call it something. You have to associate it with this political whatever, you know, whatever the fuck the thing is. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you have to? Oh, come on, guys! I didn't know we were gonna do that. And like, you know, I guess get your views however you want to get them. It's gonna cause attraction because you're gonna get people from both sides who want to weigh in on that thing. So I get it. I understand the ploy of what you're trying to do. I just think it's cheap. Like, why do you have to make such a big deal about something like that? Like,
I will say,
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call that a racism flag.
a slavery flag.
Or a slavery flag.
I never
a
have
slavery
either.
flag. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it that.
No.
It's the same thing with racism flag. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it that either. Just to put that out there. Like,
right. I mean, somewhere in California.
I know I know it's been said, but like, it's a weird thing to.
It is.
To just
It is.
And like he's saying, you know, you can associate that. You can associate it that way if you want. If that's what it means to you. Okay, but that doesn't mean that that's what it means to me.
You know, here's the crazy thing, right? And here's the problem with what everybody's trying to do, right? They're trying to divide everything into a black and white, like, this is right, this is wrong, there's no in between, and we refuse to listen to it, right?
Yeah.
So nobody wants to talk to anybody anymore, right? So I did have a conversation on TikTok. Actually, you know what? Let me bring this up.
Oh.
So
we're going to the phone, ladies and gents.
this was about a flag, okay?
Okay.
Now, I don't remember. I think I commented on a video or something, or a guy commented, oh, I made a video. It was, you know, I was like thanking first responders and military personnel because, you know, I had 82,000 subs, and a lot of them were mechanics in the military, police officers, you know, just random stuff. So I was like, hey, thank you guys for your service. Your job is a very tough job. I appreciate you.
I think I remember that post, actually.
This guy comments underneath it, right? And he says, actually,
look at that.
Let me go to the picture first to get his comment. Let me see, where was that? Right here. He goes, the problem most people have with cops is the thin blue line.
Oh, this thing, yeah.
It's a fucking cult, and if all the bad cops are protected, it doesn't matter that it's half. Which, first off, I have no idea what that last, if all the bad cops are protected, it doesn't matter that it's half. Like, I don't understand what the fuck he means by that. But anyway, so I made a video responding to that, and I'm like, hey, look, man, I could see how you view it that way, but like the reason that there's a lot of passion behind that and why you would view it as a cult is because there are literally people who have lost their sons, their husbands, their wives, their, you know, in the line of service. That flag doesn't represent an idea of being a police officer. It literally represents people who have lost loved ones serving that job. And so, like, until you understand that, I can understand why you would see it that way. Do I agree with you? Absolutely not. But this is my take.
And that's kind of what Church is getting at too. Like, I guess I guess you can view it that way if you want, but that's not how I look at it.
So, a year later, he messaged me, okay? Hey, can I please ask you for a favor? My brother is applying for a position with law enforcement, and I don't want to come out in his background check. Could you please delete the video you posted on TikTok at 628 replying to me? I'm sorry for the bother, but I don't want to ruin his chances to join the force due to something I said. I would really appreciate it.
Well, Bubs, maybe you shouldn't have said it. I don't know. Maybe think about the repercussions of what you're saying when you're saying
just like I told him in the video. You will never understand what those families truly go through till you're there yourself. Now, all of a sudden, his brother wants to be a cop. Now it matters. Now he gets it.
Now his comment's like, oh, wait a second. Oh, well, I don't know if I meant that.
So if you're going to talk on some stuff, at least have an open mind. You can have whatever opinion you want.
That's what he's saying.
Be
that's what
open
Church
to
is
have a
saying right
conversation.
now. Like, you're allowed to view it however you want, but you need to understand that that's not how I look at it. And you're not understanding that. You're just trying to steamroll it with your agenda about racism and politics and all that shit.
Which, by the way, I left the video up. It's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
dude.
we don't
like,
do
number
favors.
one,
we don't do favors like that around
Number
here.
one, the police, they're not going to give the dude a job because of
a
TikTok
TikTok comment.
TikTok.
No,
like,
they're not going to. No, that's not going to happen.
So, anyway, I would just rather him live with that for the rest of his life, knowing that he was an idiot at one point in his life.
Yeah, you got to sit with that.
Hopefully he learns something.
Go ahead and sit with that one. But yeah, let's keep going.
Change it. I'm going to go No.
I really do like his music, but damn, when you start holding up a Confederate flag, you start dividing your fan base.
Well, I guess that would make sense. Not for me, but it would make sense for a fake artist who's just doing it just to do it. But that's not the case for me. I've been the same person the entire time. So my fan base has never been like divided because I'm like, look at this rebel flag.
Isn't he watching an old video too?
The whole time. Because I'm not changing for anybody. I'll talk to you and have a conversation, but I'm not changing for no one. A lot of artists have used it for symbolism, and then when they got attacked, they were like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Not me.
Oh, God.
We had a conversation about that,
That's why
actually.
people respect me, I think. Because I don't bow down to no one. As well as any other creed or color shouldn't bow down for anyone either. You shouldn't change how you are just because someone doesn't like it.
True.
You should just stay how you are because that's who you are.
It's like, everybody who's that, get out the way, keep it. Because this is what y'all gotta understand. I'm not knocking Upchurch.
Okay, for like, number one, I actually enjoy the guy's energy. At the beginning, he's got a lot of energy. He was really bumping
this
with the
guy
music.
right here?
Yeah,
I like his vibe. I still like his vibe.
I mean, up until he started losing his mind over the flag.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, even that isn't necessarily a deal breaker for me.
Like,
for watching. I mean,
like I said, I still
I
like.
disagree with your opinion, but
I like his charisma. You know,
Yeah.
that, like there are certain likable things about it still. Like,
however, sir, you are inside. Just take the sunglasses off.
the beanie and the sunglasses.
I mean, I can live with a beanie.
Yeah, fair, I guess.
But
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, my future ain't even bright enough to fucking have sunglasses
inside. So
anyway,
all right, let's keep going.
He is who he is. He does what he does. But for me to sit up here and bob my head after my ancestors have been victims of slavery to somebody who's holding up a flag that symbolizes the slavery that they
that was a
went
different
through.
flag, bro.
Look, I know I am honky white. I'm proud of that. But it's not my fault for slavery. I'm 30 years old. The thought of owning humans is just weird. And I'm not responsible for any weirdness anyone done a gajabillion years ago. And it's very evident that the internet and this symbol clash together with people promoting what they want, big companies, has brainwashed people into thinking that. Brainwashed them so much. Brainwashed people to the point where they're like, hey, white equals Trump. Trump equals white. Like there's not black people that voted for him. I mean, now listen, I do not go bash this guy. Okay?
Yeah.
He's probably from somewhere where he doesn't understand this. This is why I'm doing this video. It's not to be like, hey, let's go attack this guy. No.
I like that.
It's for better understanding is what it's for. But even in the beginning of this video, as soon as you seen the symbolism, you stopped and you were like, well, I don't like this song anymore. Which is cool. Totally your opinion. But as soon as you seen the symbolism and like got worked up, you also said, what'd that say? Keep it alive? No, it didn't say keep it alive. And I'm not saying that to bash you. I'm just saying, look where your brain automatically went. Everything bad about him. He said keep it alive. Everything bad about him. Song bad now. Don't like song now.
Okay, there was a video that we did where one of the first reactors that we watched him kind of like respond to or whatever, the dude that was in the yellow room or whatever. He's like sitting in a yellow chair. He's got yellow, and then he had a bunch of marble shit all over the place. His room was wild. It was crazy.
Holy shit.
But yeah, Church kind of did the same thing with him. He was like, "Look at what you're doing. You're immediately associating what one little tiny thing with, and you're just taking that and running with it.
Yeah.
And now you've got like 4 different ideas in your head of like how terrible I am.
Yeah.
Out of something you basically made up. Like,
and there wasn't even. I don't even think there was a flag in that one.
I don't think there was either.
No.
I don't know if he was associating with the same thing with the flag or whatever, but like there was definitely a conversation that he had.
Oh,
where
he definitely said something about.
He ran off with some little tiny detail and made up like 4 things.
It was the lyric "neighbors," and he thought he said something else, and the gamer word. And
yeah.
And he was like, did he just? And the Upchurch was like, no, bro, fucking. Then he went back and looked at the lyrics. He's like, oh, okay, he didn't say that.
That's right.
And then from that point on, he was looking.
He picked out every little negative thing after that. Yeah, it's because he changed his mindset. He started looking for it, and that's what he's defending in this one too. He's like, no, see what you did there. See what you're doing.
Yeah,
like, see what your brain manipulated you into doing. Like, don't do that.
That's what's keeping people divided. False
Facts.
assumptions, lack of communication.
Big facts.
That's it.
And I know a lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all don't, because y'all are not in my situation, and y'all are not from my ethnicity, so you possibly can't understand.
Which is true. Which is why we have to talk. Which is why I'm not gonna look at a black dude and be like, "Yep, he don't like me, 'cause black." No, that would be a false assumption. I don't know him yet. I gotta talk to him first.
And y'all can call me triggered. Y'all can call me the word that rhymes with trigger.
You can't do that, bro. I mean, you can if you want, but it doesn't help anything.
You can't do that,
Look,
bro.
you've already gotten even more hostile and more angry, and then even thought even more bad stuff like, y'all can call me that if you want to. I don't care. It's like, bro, time out, fucking. Like,
Yeah, like, take
nobody
it
wants to
easy.
call you that.
Slow
You're
down.
you're already thinking that people are going to call you that. Because why? Because brainwashing of the internet, bro. Plus, let's be real. Me and you as men talking right here, 99% of the shit motherfuckers say on the internet does not transcribe in the streets. Me and you both know that.
I don't really care. I'm going to say my opinion because I don't give a damn. But I am going to keep
Same.
reacting to Upchurch. I'm not going to discriminate, and I'm not going to hold that against him. He has his beliefs. Do I agree with it? Hell no, I don't agree with it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's some real ass
That's
shit.
cool.
And if
I
we
like
were
that.
somewhere and somebody was like telling you, "Hey, well, you can't do this. I want you to," I'd have your back and be like, "Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. He can do whatever the fuck he wants." Because that's the American thing to do.
Am I upset and I'm disappointed? Because Upchurch, come on, buddy. Why are you holding up a Confederate flag?
Stuck on
Because
that,
I
man.
feel like it. Why do you do anything you do? I could easily turn around and be like, "Why you hating on it?" Because just like you said earlier in your video, you said, "Well, y'all might not understand because y'all ain't from where I'm from, yada yada yada." Same over here.
Facts.
It's no different for us, man. There's people that live here where I live, and I have friends that are the same color as you, and they have rebel flag belt
They've
buckles.
been in his videos
Rebel
with
flag
rebel
stickers.
flags in them.
Rebel
with
flag
him.
jackets. Since y'all are the same color, go ask them why, dude. And if a white dude is coming at you being like, "Hey, why are you doing this? Why da 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 da?" Then you come get somebody like me, and I go, "Hey, what are you bothering him for, motherfucker?" See, this is why
Right.
nothing gets better. It's because everyone's pushing away, don't want to talk, don't want to have conversations. But let's be real for a minute. If you, as a black dude, had a white homie who you talked to and understood that has Confederate flags and shit on him, if you was friends with me and some white dudes who look like me try to fuck with you, the enemy dissolves, man. Because then you would have two people who are polar opposites standing up for each other instead of
Well, and
Boom.
see, that's the crazy thing is they're not polar opposites. Like in all reality,
He meant to say two people that the internet has made out
Yes.
to be polar
Yes.
opposites. That's what he meant
Yes.
to say. That's what he was.
yeah,
that's what he's
he
getting
was
at.
getting to.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
Boom.
I agree.
polar opposites standing up for each other instead of building groups and clashing them together. It doesn't fix anything.
Somebody put in the comments, tell me what the Confederate flag means. Since I'm wrong, you can't say that. Tell me what it means then. I know what it means.
You know what it means to you. You know what you've been told it means. I'm not running around going, "Woo! Owning humans."
Now the jaws are on the
That's
ground
the
and
thing,
looking
yeah.
like they hating, baby. I worked my way from not having the thing, and now I got creeper carbon fiber, my diamond rings. I don't wear 'em though, I'm still getting trashed up, but white trash I am. Little bitch.
So look, he called himself white trash.
Yes,
Yes.
because that's the diss that everyone. "Ooh, you're white trash." So I'm like, "Yeah, bitches, I am fucking white trash." Now what? No one's called me white trash in years. You know why? Because I'm like, "Yep, I'm white trash."
When you own it, yeah.
Right.
Now what? Exactly.
Come on, guys. This is what y'all said was hard.
It's what you said was hard too until you seen a red square with a blue X and some stars. Then it wasn't cool anymore.
I'm sorry. So Brooklyn was hard. That's his hardest song. This song is not
That is a good
it's not.
song.
It's just not all that.
Well, your body language, your movements, your everything was feeling it until your eyeballs seen an image, and then the switch went off. And you're like, nope.
Okay. At first, it was kind of like Creek Squad, this, and that. But when he put that damn Confederate flag in my face, boy.
Thank you. That solidifies
There you
what
go.
I just said.
There you go.
It was hard until you seen an image. Then it wasn't no more. You stopped liking the song because of something that doesn't even make a sound.
Oh, man. It kind of reminds me of how I'm considered in America and what people think about me.
My music video reminded you what everyone in the world thinks about you.
What?
Why?
What does that
And it's
even
all right.
mean?
Your boy Upchurch got bars. I'm not taking anything
Okay,
away
there we
from
go.
him. And a lot of people are not going to be able to handle this reaction. But people who've been rocking with me from day one, they know that King Jut don't hold his tongue. I don't hold my tongue. I say what I want to say, and I do what I want to do.
There you go.
Yeah. Rebellion. A rebel. That's exactly what I'm saying. See, we think the same, bro. But you're letting the image get in your way.
Yeah.
Out of these 3 rappers that we've discussed in this reaction, I know who the coldest is at this point. I don't even have to listen anymore, Upchurch. I can tell you right now, NF might just be the GOAT. He might be the best out of all 3 of these guys that y'all talking about.
NF does have really great music.
NF is,
I like
is
him.
dope.
I have a lot of his music too.
He's one of
I
my
like
favorites.
that. When I grow up, that shit's hard. Not
Yeah, when I
even
grow
a
up, it's
Confederate
sick.
flag, to be real. It's a Confederate flag on
Hollywood,
a flag.
Hollywood.
But
Hope Nate doesn't go
it's to
Hollywood.
make you so angry to where you're like, yep, and he's better than him. He's better than him now. It's like, that's cool if you think that. That's,
Yeah.
once again, free country. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. But look how it's changed. You're at it.
I think it's weird to compare somebody like NF against somebody like Upchurch.
Well,
They're just different. It's not like
I could see where you would think that, right? And so here's where the controversy lies. Controversy. Here I go with this
Controversy.
word again. Controversy.
You love that word, man.
Oh yeah. Here's where it lies, right? So a lot of people box Upchurch into country rap, when in all reality, it's rap, right? He's no different than.
It's not even always rap. It's not even always country. It's it's whatever he wants to do.
Like he's no different than Lil Wayne, Eminem, NF, Tom McDonald. They're all playing in this giant pool called rap.
Yeah.
And everybody
for sure.
tries to corner him into this country rap thing. So I mean, I definitely see where you would think that, but like when it comes down to it, NF's independent, Upchurch is independent. Like among independent rappers, that's where I
guess.
would compare
Yeah,
them.
I guess. It's just,
So, like-
they just their styles are so different, you know.
Oh, yeah,
to me,
yeah,
that it doesn't. To me, it doesn't compute that they're like in the same vein, but in the
Yeah.
sense that you're putting it in, it totally makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
independent artists that are in the rap game that are making their way.
I mean, here's an analogy since we're talking about races. It would almost be like a hobby stock class, right, for circle track,
Okay.
right? And all the cars, they're playing the same track, right? They're all in the same class, but some's are Fords, some's are Chevys, some's are Toyotas. So like, you have the different brands and stuff that make them different, but they're all racing the same track.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. That makes
like
sense.
like me personally, it would be hard for me to compare the two because that's like comparing apples to pickles. Like shit don't make.
Yeah.
I'm like it's a mood I'm feeling that day on which one I'm gonna listen to.
That's where I'm at
So,
too.
like,
Yeah. Like, and I don't know. Rap is rap.
Yeah.
And
they all run in the same
it's-
game.
And that's kind of sounds like that's what Church is saying too. He's like, I have some NS music. Like, I think he's good too. No problems with him at all.
When the light turns green, give her the winter green.
Winter green, baby.
Let's carry on.
Dude.
We'll take a
From
sponsorship.
the
It's
beginning
okay.
of the video to this point.
My six is watched by every skin in Dixieland. Grace, you can't fly in my Range Rover. You can't smoke on my chain clover. You can't come to my crib, Joker. Some people keep it gangsta, I just keep it country. Oh,
Church. Upchurch.
That song is so
There's
good.
no gangs in the country, boy.
You'd be surprised.
Is that what you think? I hate to break it to you, boss, but yes, there is. And a lot of them are way more dangerous than any of the gangs in the city. Do you want to know why?
Some hard motherfuckers.
Because there's no rules
Because
in
you
the
don't
country.
know who's in them and who isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think gets away with more stuff? People who live behind game reserves with 20,000 acres that nobody's ever
Yeah.
owned?
Yeah.
Or people in the city where there's
Cameras and shit.
everywhere?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
You really don't know nothing about the country, Bo, which is fine. Because you ain't supposed to know about the country. You're not from the country.
Yeah.
But if you had a homie from the country, then you would know.
He keeps cycling back to that.
Cool, you know what I'm saying? He can rap. But for you to support a Confederate flag that specifically, clearly supports slavery in the war against slavery.
Once again, bro, you're trying to tell me that I'm supporting something that I've never fucking seen or experienced in my entire life. That you've never seen or experienced in your entire life. I don't know what to tell you. That is my blunt answer to that, and it's factual.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know if I can support that. I just can't.
Bro, who in their right mind supports owning humans? Answer me that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know one person.
As far as bars and music wise, he got it. But like the what
we know the rebel flag. Yeah,
I just can't agree with it.
What I'm promoting. Okay. Show me one video of me promoting slavery and owning humans, and I will write you a check for $1 million. Go find it.
Well, it ain't gonna happen.
You ain't gonna find it.
It seems pretty
'Cause I don't
confident.
support that shit.
But you know what? Shout out to Upchurch. I'm still gonna give him his credit because I'm real like that. But y'all know damn well if there was a black rapper walking around with a racial statement towards your race, directly towards your race, against your race, you would cancel that guy immediately.
A racial statement is someone saying, hey, I don't like this color person because of this. It's not a flag that was a symbol of a collective of states for the southern region. If that was the case, then you need to ban the American flag as well. What do you think, the Ku Klux Klan didn't use the American flag also? Google it, bruh. They 100% did.
Oh, they also used the Jewish flag for a little while.
I mean,
Boy, you talk about some controversy. Holy shit. Anyway.
crazy times it was.
Google it, bruh. They 100% did. I'm just calling it how I see it, dude.
I'm just gonna mention that and put that out there. But me, I'm a little bit different. I really don't give a damn. You can do what you want to do. Just don't step on my toes, because that's how you get bust up.
What you just said, I've been saying for years. Just so you know.
This dude got a Confederate flag on his shoulder. And I almost
He's
don't
got the
see any
South,
black
like-
people in the crowd.
Oh, they in there.
Well, that's not my problem.
That lets me know that his support system is...
Yeah, mostly white people.
And
I'm white.
It's a one-sided support system. They all believe the same thing.
God damn. Oh
You should-
my god.
he should get a hold of Simba. See what Simba thinks.
Right? Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you for real?
Because I can tell you right now, I don't think there's going to be any excited black people at a concert in the crowd dancing around talking about, yeah!
What?
All I
Has he
can
never
s-
seen any live videos from Upchurch's
Oh,
shows?
I guess not. All I can say is
Sold
Simba,
out arenas, man. You think there's not one black person in the crowd doing that at one of his sold out arena shows?
What I can tell you is that Simba, Mile High Floating, a couple of those guys who were like Arctic Kicks, those boys ain't white, and they went and hung out with Upchurch and said, "Dude, this
they fucks
guy
with
is
Upchurch
like,
big time.
yeah, like
big time.
they know, they the real ones, and they know, like you know,
He invited all them out to his place, didn't he?
Oh,
like he
more
did a
than
reaction
once,
with Arctic
yeah.
Kicks and stuff. Like he
Yeah.
set up the laptop and did the thing. So did
Well,
Adam Calhoun, didn't he?
Yeah, Adam Calhoun did. I don't think Upchurch did a reaction with Arctic Kicks,
oh, okay.
but they've definitely hung out.
Regardless, yeah. I mean, it's clearly, and that's why he's saying, you know, go find a video, go find any supporting evidence for your claims. I'll give you $1 million. Like you're not gonna find it.
Man, and what's wild is like I've heard there's so many things that are said on like national television, said by white people, black people, Asian people, I mean, there are so many things that have made it to where somebody's clearly being racist. Nobody says a word. There's a picture of a flag somewhere, and somebody loses their mind.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't get it.
I
but
don't know what the hell it is, dude. Anyways, let's finish this out.
something in the water.
your title is this racist Upchurch, and you're saying shit like that. All right, man, whatever.
Keep slavery alive. Because this dude walk up here with a Confederate flag in this video. Yes, the song's okay. It's not even all that.
Oh, it's a banger.
Sad, man. Sad. You let a flag get you that worked up. And that's coming from a white boy with it tattooed on him. You gotta stop doing this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Everyone has to stop doing this kind of shit. Vice versa, it don't matter. We all gotta stop doing this kind of shit. We have social media now, and people are more antisocial.
God,
We're
isn't that
going
weird?
backwards, like real fast. Look at all this shit, all this bickering and shit people do. What happens if some motherfuckers come over from overseas that don't speak no goddamn English, trying to fuck all of us up? We all gonna still be bickering about, rebel flag, wah, boo-hoo. Well, we fucking better not be.
I can tell you right now, if that happens as you see a truck with a rebel flag, that's the truck you want to follow.
That's the truck that you want to be in, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, yeah.
About, rebel flag, wah, boo-hoo. Well, we fucking better not be, cause we gonna need each other, bro. That's all I gotta say. Love you guys. See y'all later.
Yeah, man. Like, Upchurch never misses, bro. He never does. Like, he's got such a level way of thinking of things. Like, and some people go, no, well, Upchurch won't change his mind. Well, you can't blame it. That's who he is, you know? But he's got a way of approaching things. He's like, hey, man, look, I'm willing to hear you out. But, like, this isn't going to be a one-sided conversation. Like, I'm going to reply. I'm going to say my piece. And if you agree with it, cool. If you don't, cool. Whatever.
The real thing that it comes down to for me is the thing that Church said about, you know, that shit happened over a century ago, or, you know, whatever it was. Like, I am not responsible for the actions of my forefathers and ancestors and all that shit.
Tom McDonald says that in one of his songs.
That is not on me.
He's like, you can't judge me because of my pretty blue eyes, I believe is the line. And then he goes further to say, like, I the only thing I can do is acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't be responsible for something that my ancestors
and you can
did.
You can also say, like Church said, you can defend the fact that, like, that is really fucked up in my mind. Owning and controlling humans, no thanks.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's a crazy thing. And then he goes on to follow and say, you know, I don't know a single person who is in favor of doing it, on either side, who is in favor of doing that, you know? Like,
and the crazy thing is like the flag was originally put out. Now, the flag originally is a Christian symbol. So the X in the middle of the flag represents the cross of Peter, because Peter, when he was hung, right, they put his cross actually on the ground laying sideways, because he didn't want to be crucified the way that Jesus was. So it represents the cross of Peter. It's laying on its side, right? And then the stars represent the states that were in the Confederate Union.
okay.
Now, originally, the flag was built basically to bring the South together under a common idea of freedom, and we want to separate from the North. And slavery was on the bill. That was one of the biggest driving factors. But just like anything else that happens in history, and even modern, it's happening now. People take a symbol that's just like, or take a topic, right? And they're like, oh, well, you know, all the conservatives believe this, and that's why you got to vote Democrat, right? And so they divided on such a small piece of what the major issue is, because there was a lot of stuff where, you know, they were like, oh, well, you know, the South, since you guys are providing all the tobacco and cotton and all of this stuff, like the South was basically making bank for the whole country while the North was kind of struggling. They were like, hey, we're going to tax you heavier. Your land taxes are going to be this, that, and the other. And that's what got people riled up. And then they went ahead and just threw the slavery thing in there, too, to try to get people more on edge and try to get people to get active and stuff. So the Civil War wasn't just about slavery. There was a whole lot more to it that the history books won't tell you. And I think it's worth it for everybody to actually go and dive in to see what all the different issues and the reasons the war went on and why it happened to start in the first place. So, I don't know. That's just like if people go to school, they listen to some lady tell them, they read it in a book, but then they don't go and do any further research than that.
Really went for it there, folks. He really went for it. I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't that shit is just a waste of energy to me, you know, like, and I feel like church has the same opinion. Like, why are we wasting so much energy on getting mad over dumb shit? Like you said throughout the whole thing, you saw an image and it pissed you off to the point where like you don't even like the song. You started off like getting way down, like, oh yeah, this is a banger for sure, and then literally by the end of the song, you're like, it's not even that good. Like, you made it not good in your head.
Dude, I gotta tell you, that song is one of my all-time favorites.
We watched it in that YZ or something like that? Yeah, okay. That was one of our first. We have that in our reaction list. Go check it out. It's like our fifth video or something like that. It's way back there. Yeah. But, I agree with the man. Talking is very important, and having those discussions where it's don't make assumptions about me based on things that happened in the past that I had no control over. Like, and that I don't support now. Like,
I may even go subscribe to the guy and see if he's uploaded any type of response or whatever. I do love his energy. It seems like he's got a great channel.
You see, like I said, I like his charisma. It seems like he's got the gumption for doing the internet thing.
I'm just hoping he's willing to come around and open his mind a little bit, not only to, and getting into Upchurch probably is a big opening of the mind for him as far as when it comes to music, opening his horizons to different music.
Well, it was for me too, man. Yeah, like to this day, I'll still attest. Like his music, not all of his music is my cup of tea, but like you said, it's about opening your perspective and just giving things a listen and actually analyzing what's happening. You find good stuff in everything most times. So
for real. Well, anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys later. Bow.